this Prince song inside my head. Hands up if you're down to get down tonight, 'cause it's always a good time. Slept in all my clothes like I didn't care. Hopped into a cab, take me anywhere. I'm in if you're down to get down tonight, 'cause it's always a good time.
Good morning and good night. I wake up at twilight.
It's gonna be alright. We don't even have to try. It's always a good time. It's always a good time. We don't even have to try. It's always a good time. It's always a good time.
Freaked out, dropped my phone in the pool again. Checked out of my room, hit the ATM. Let's hang out if you're down to get down tonight, 'cause it's always a good time.
Good morning and good night.
I wake up at twilight.
It's gonna be alright. We don't even have to try. It's always a good time. It's always a good time. We don't even have to try. It's always a good time. It's always a good time. It's always a good time. Woke up on the right side of the bed. What's up with this Prince song inside my head? Hands up if you're down to get down tonight, 'cause it's always a good time. Slept in all my clothes like I didn't care. Hopped into a cab, take me anywhere. I'm in if you're down to get down tonight, 'cause it's always a good time.
Good morning and good night. I wake up at twilight.
It's gonna be alright. We don't even have to try. It's always a good time. It's always a good time. We don't even have to try. It's always a good time. It's always a good time.
Freaked out, dropped my phone in the pool again. Checked out of my room, hit the ATM. Let's hang out if you're down to get down tonight, 'cause it's always a good time.
Good morning and good night.
I wake up at twilight.
It's gonna be alright. We don't even have to try. It's always a good time. It's always a good time. We don't even have to try. It's always a good time. It's always a good time. We don't even have to try. It's always a good time. Doesn't matter when. It's always a good time then.
Doesn't matter where, it's always a good time there.
Doesn't matter when. It's always a good time then. It's always a good time. It's always a good time. We don't even have to try. It's always a good time.
And what a fitting song, because It is always a good time here on Grommet Live. I hope you guys are well. Those of you who got up early with me this morning. Um, Hold on, I'm looking for one product. I want to make sure I don't miss a beat. So thank you for being patient with me. But happy Saturday. For some reason in my mind, I'm feeling like it's Sunday. I don't know why, but I am. And it's a very good thing that it's not Sunday. And I still have 2 days left of my weekend because if you are like me, you're scrambling a little bit right now between all of the holiday festivities and all the fun going on. But then, of course, all of the stress of the shopping and the stocking stuffers and the entertaining, if you are entertaining. So I know it is not easy. So I am there with you, and hopefully, Grommet Live is helping you to get some of your shopping done because they do. It looks like my camera's a little crooked, so let me fix that. They have just so many phenomenal items for shopping. If you are looking for something remotely outside of the box, not the typical, holiday gifts that we're used to giving and getting, but something just a little more fun, a little more interesting, a little more problem solving, and that has a story behind it, you've come to the right place. Whoops. And I was excited to be able to do this show today because I know we are down to the wire. It is what's today? The 14th. And so we've just got 10 shopping days left or whatever it is. And what I always find is that it's those last minute, oh shoot, I forgot something for him, I forgot something for her. And usually it's those kind of smaller little things. And maybe our, our budgets are getting tighter as it's getting closer. So knowing that you can still find something that is a phenomenal gift that someone will love to get, but that's under $25 is super nice just about now. And I have to say that many of the items that you're about to see are actually well under $25. So hold on one second. We're having a little technical difficulty. Okay, we should be good now. And we've got so many of them. I'm literally wanting to throw some more in at the last second because I'm so excited about so many of them on the Grommet site and brand new ones that I haven't even got to play with yet, but I think they're so cool. So time permitting, I'm going to do a little bit of that today too. I am looking. Oh, there we go. So just a couple of little housekeeping tidbits. And Jen, I will tell you, for some reason, my chat is not going, just to let you know. I don't know what's going on. Let me see if I'm doing something wrong, guys. Thank you for being patient. This is the wonders of being live and the wonders of technology when you're not a techie person. That is me. But I know I can see that there are a lot of you on inside the chat. So welcome to all of you, whether you are tuning in from, we're on Instagram this morning, and that's kind of new for us. So Instagram Live, hello, all you peeps. And we are also on Facebook on a couple different pages. We are on YouTube on a couple different pages. So we're kind of simulcast all over the place, which is always a ton of fun. So if you are coming in new, which I think many people on Instagram probably are. So welcome, special welcome to all of you guys. And so if you are new, you might not know some of the little ins and outs of Grommet Live. So let's start with that. Let's start with one of the ins and outs that you guys all seem to love, seems to be a favorite of the show. And that is that we do 2 giveaways during every Grommet Live show. And that is especially fun this time of year because we kind of deserve to give ourselves a little something. And so hopefully if you are one of the 2 winners, you can keep this giveaway. But if not, we're also helping you do a little last minute Christmas shopping with one of the giveaways. So either way, it is a win. So if you have not already entered to win, go ahead and do that right there with that QR code. And about halfway through the show, so I'm going to say 4 products in, we're going to pick the first winner. And that is going to be my choice for my favorite pick of the show so far. And then we're going to do 4 more products, and then we're going to do another one. So even if you don't win the first one, you still might win the second one, especially if you take advantage of the fact that because you're here live, you get a little perk that not everybody else gets. And that is that you get to chime in the chat and say one word, and that word is giveaway. And by saying giveaway, Jen, our producer, who is on the ball, is going to be giving you a second entry, which means you've just doubled your chances to win one of the 2 giveaways. So don't miss out on that. And there's no strings attached. There's no anything. It's just Grommet's way of saying thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting all the awesome makers who have created these wonderful products that I'm about to show you this morning, and all the makers all over Grommet, of which there are now over 1,200. I know that. So it's really exciting. We launch about 20 new products every week. And every week it's sort of a competition for product of the week. And how somebody wins product of the week is with upvotes. And I bring that up today because as I'm going to be showing you guys products, you'll see that there is a QR code under each product. And so as we're going through them, if there's one that you think is just really clever, you think the maker did a great job, give them an upvote with that QR code. So you're not committing to anything, you're not buying anything, but by giving them an upvote, you're getting 20% discount that you can either choose to use today, which if you are doing your last minute shopping, I would use it today because they're depending on who the maker is and what the shipping policy is. If you're wanting to get it in time for Christmas, today would be the day. So take advantage of that. But again, by clicking, you don't have to. You can put that 20% in a file and access it a year from now if you want. So either way, total win-win, but it means a lot to the makers to get your upvotes so that they know you like what they've created. So don't be shy with that for sure. And don't be shy within the chat because the chat, when that gets going, that's what causes it to be pushed out to more and more people all over the world. And that's the goal, is that the products we're showing today, the stories that I'm going to tell you about the makers behind those products, that we just want both of those things to be amplified so that they can really thrive in this crazy Q4 e-commerce space and just kind of just really thrive in this home stretch. So let's help them out inside the chat, which again, I don't know why my chat's not working. So Jen, I'm going to lean on you overtime in the chat. I can't even see what anybody's saying. So I apologize to everybody. But that does not mean, excuse me, that you shouldn't be chiming in there because the makers are there. That's what's most important. So if you have questions, put it in the chat and the makers will respond. And I'm seeing Jen is letting me know that Sarah, who is one of our makers, is on all the way from the UK. And we also have Rolls to Riches is on from Utah. I'm so happy you guys are here. I love both of your products, as you know. Huge fan of both. And of course, I love the women-owned aspect too, you know. Anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and dive in, excuse me, because we have a lot to cover. And we are going to start with a product that I just discovered probably about a week ago on Grommet. And when I did, it came at just the right time when I saw it, because I was dealing with, and tell me if you can relate to this at all, but dealing with the fact that I can never seem to find batteries when I need them. They're always dead. And I feel like I'm always running up to the store to get batteries in a pinch. And lately, I have been noticing that batteries in a pinch are quite expensive. In fact, I was at CVS yesterday and I saw that a 4-pack of AA is, depending on the brand, between $8 and $9. That kind of is staggering to me because I remember that it used to be like $3. And now, I mean, just like everything else, it's a lot. And the typical battery, I did a little research and found out is good for about 28 hours. So, and I think that's 28 hours of use time, of course, but it does seem that they go out sooner and sooner these days. I don't know if that's part of the business model or what, but it is so frustrating. And I even have one of those big battery daddies to keep track of them all, but that seems to be empty all the time. So batteries to me, and this time of year, with all the toys and gadgets and gizmos, we need batteries. And so it's on my mind, and I saw that there and I thought, wow, rechargeable batteries is, first of all, so smart. And I know that those have been around for a while, but when I say they've been around for a while, what I knew, I used to have a recharging system that I would put my batteries in and it would recharge them and then they would work for a little while. Never worked for very long. And I ended up ultimately throwing them away after a couple times. But it did the job in a pinch. And so I appreciated that. I don't know where that is. I don't know what happened to that. But these batteries that I'm going to show you, these are the coolest things. They, to me, are so game-changing. I am so thrilled to have these, and I want all of you to have them. And our timing could not be more perfect because this is by a company called X Cool. And this is, again, I had not heard of them, but I started researching And I know why they're called X Cool. It is the coolest company. I could geek out on their website for hours upon hours. And I'm an inventor. And so I really get into that, all the inventions and things like that. But this is a company that's out of Southern California, and they were devoted to testing and trying different products that are out there. And as they have what's called a cool lab. And as they're testing all these products, they're realizing that they could be so much better, that they're failing tests in certain areas. They're just not doing the consumer right. And so they started committing to taking those products that they think are really great ideas, but aren't being executed quite right, and executing them to perfection. And boy, what they're so good at is, first of all, identifying the right products, because I spent so much time on their website. They have all kinds of cool gadgets and gizmos, but everything that's not too gadgety. It's stuff you'll actually use and that will actually make your life easier, including the ones I'm about to show you now. So this comes in this box right here. This is rechargeable batteries that are for both either AA or AAA. So get your choice of that. And it comes with 4 batteries, and it comes with a charger. So this is very different than the ones I have had before. This is the AAA, but as you'll see there, it's got a little slot for USB-C. And so when you open up the charger, what's so cool about this charger is that it has actually 4 different prongs on it. So you could charge 4 different batteries at the same time, which is probably what you'd want to do because they'd probably run out at similar times. So there you go. And then this is going to plug in to USB. And the one thing I do want to caution you is you shouldn't plug it into your computer to charge, but any other, regular USB outlet is fair game. So that is great. This is a fast charger also. It's one of those super speed ones. I think you charge it for about 2 to 3 hours to get a full charge, whereas I know that other rechargeable batteries, it's more like 5 or 6 hours. So it is that super speed charge. But here's the real magic in my mind, is that guess how many times you can recharge these batteries for before they're going to go bad? I mean, like I said, the recharging device that I had, it was like 2 or 3 times and they're in the trash, or they start to get weaker each time. This is 1,200 times that you can recharge this battery. Incredible. If you take the batteries that I saw at CVS and you're going to laugh at this, but it's true, unless I'm miscounting, but let's say they're $8. Let's go on the lower side. $8 for 4 batteries times 1,200, because if you're throwing them away, if they're the disposable batteries, that's $9,600 you're spending on batteries when you could instead spend $12 on this. Now, that price point, when I said our timing is amazing, that price point is incredible, because typically they are, and this is only for I think today is the last day of this, and that has to do with the shipping and all of that. But normally they're $34.95 for this set. So $34.95 for 4 batteries and this supercharger. So, I mean, I am guessing you guys are going to need batteries during the holidays. So here, this is a gifting show, gifting under 25, but this is one you definitely want to pick 1, maybe 2 sets up, maybe get a AAA and a AA. So each one is going to be $12 for the set. Get that for yourself. But also, to me, I was torn with, do we put this on our stocking stuffer episode or do we put it on this episode? Because it's phenomenal for either one. Because who would think that gifting batteries would be a cool thing to do? But I actually think it's such a cool gift, especially during the holidays when everybody's needing batteries. But, at first it'll be like, huh? What? Why? But when you explain that they get to use these, this is the AA right here, they get to use these 1,200 times. Pretty amazing. Let's look at a quick video, literally less than 10 seconds, but you'll see how easy it is to use and exactly how they work. So there it is right there. There's that USB-C. You're plugging in and they light up like that, start blinking, and that's it. They go to town for, do their thing for 2 to 3 hours, and then you've got a full charge. Now, in terms of a full charge, the other thing is that they do last longer than your typical battery. Back to there. I'm going to make sure I'm getting all the tech elements of this right. So, it is a 1.5 volt output on these, and that is steady across the whole time that it is working. There's a built-in safety mechanism to ensure that it never overheats, which evidently that is one of the reasons that batteries do go bad. So that is built into it. And that's about it. I mean, that is how simple this is. Well, let's see, there's a little bit more detail to it that I wouldn't know anything about, but maybe you guys do. And that is that the megawatts, or the, I don't even know what, 3,400 is the energy capacity for AA and 1,000 for AAA. So want to make sure that those people who need to know that have that information. And as I said, it is fast charging. If you have any question about, are these things really going to work or not, look at the reviews. People are like, where have these things been all my life? They are genius. And not only that, they stand behind them with that 30-day money back guarantee. So use them during the holidays, go crazy with them. And if you don't feel the same way about them that I do, you send them back and they will take care of you. And that is something I love about Grommet, is seeking out those makers who do stand behind their products. But you can imagine at the Cool Lab, X Cool, it's all about perfecting products. So they're taking rechargeable batteries or battery chargers that aren't working so hot, and they're making them work hot. And so we get to win on that one. And I'm going to show you, I think I have a picture of, oh, maybe I didn't upload it, did I? Oh, I think I missed that one. There was a couple other, oh, no, that's not it. Darn. Let's see. There was a couple other gift ideas that I thought were phenomenal stocking stuffers that I wanted you guys to see, but I can't encourage you enough to go to their website. You'll get lost in all the fun, because you get to see inside the lab and all of that fun stuff, but you'll get so many last minute gift ideas. And this Christmas sale is ridiculous. And so I marked several of them for my kids. And then I start thinking about other people too. And so I'm adding people to my list as I'm shopping. So phenomenal item, you guys. This is just a must-have in every household. And it is an outside of the box kind of gift to give, but it's one that they will absolutely use and be so grateful that they have. So well done, X Cool. Could not be more excited about your company. And I'm hoping and praying that we just get a whole lot more of your products up on Grommet, because every one of them, in my opinion, fits the mold of what they look for with Grommet, of being just a great company behind it, but something so innovative and unique and problem solving and just makes our lives easier. I feel like every one of your products does that in a very exciting way. So that's super fun. Okay, moving on to our next product. We have, oh God, we've got another fun tech gift that is a recent discovery. In fact, this was a recent launch for Grommet. This was a Shark Tank product, so that's always makes it a little more fun to hear the stories behind the Shark Tank products. And this is someone who did end up getting a deal, so that makes it even more fun. And his name is Chris Gilpin, and I do not know if he's in the chat because I can't see the chat. I do not know what. Hold on, I'm going to see. I'm going to get out of the chat, and really weird. Are you guys all seeing the chat? Jen, you can tell me if everybody's, is the chat working and I'm the only one? Okay, you guys are seeing it. I don't know what happened. Okay, so this product is called Signal Vault. And I believe that most of you probably know about all of the credit card fraud that goes on. I believe that most of you have probably been, unfortunately, a victim of the credit card fraud that goes on. I, of course, did a little research on it. I knew it was a big deal. I have a luggage travel line, and I've got tote bags and all kinds of things that I make sure to RFID protect, because I know that this is just rampant right now. And what do I mean when I say RFID protect? Basically, if you're not familiar with it, people can just walk by you, especially I think traveling is the worst, when you're in these big, crowded airports and walking down aisles, and they have a device that as they walk by you, and amusement parks are another one that I worry about, they can literally, it will take all of your credit card information right from your wallet, from your tote, from your pocket, wherever it is. It can see through that and in 2 seconds grab all your information and start using it. And that is so scary. That's called what they call RFID skimming. And so the statistics on that are staggering. Basically, debit card skimming increased from this is 2021 to 2022, and then I'm going to move forward from that. It increased 368% from 2021 to 2022. And so that's nearly a 5 times increase in the amount of how often that's happening. And then in 2023, it increased another 96%. So this increasing slowed down a bit, but it's still on the rise. And so we all need to be aware of that. And if there are ways for us to stop that, why wouldn't we? And I do always think about it. I'm just always, especially when I'm in those crowded places, I think, is that going to happen to me? So, what I want to show you, that they have a great video that shows exactly how it happens, and then it'll show kind of the before and after, and then we're going to get into the actual signal vault itself. So here's the video right here. So she's just minding her own business, and he's walking by with his phone, and there he just got all of her credit card information, everything he needs to go shop till he drops. But when she puts that card in there, he's walking by again, and he gets denied. Here's just another quick example. Woman walking by, she just got the information. Or no, that one was denied. And then I love this one because there's 2 people in the elevator, one with it and one without it. And he got denied by the one that had it, obviously. So, I mean, it's a real thing, and we all need to be aware of it. And I love that Chris came up with such a affordable way for all of us to solve it. If it's that affordable, I'm going to open it, do my little unboxing with you guys. If it's that affordable, I mean, to me, this is something you buy for every member of your family who has a credit card. Especially to me, I think of, I think of 2 different things. Kids that are just getting their first credit cards. I have kids in college that have their first credit card now, and I don't think they fully understand the depth of the credit card fraud that goes on and how careful they have to be. And I think by putting this in their stocking or in even a jewelry box that they open, they're like, what is this? So it's so cool looking. He did a great job with the card, and it just does look like a regular, very thin credit card. But it kind of opens the conversation to talk about that and to explain to them what goes on. So I love this. This is with the Grommet discount, $12, and you're getting 2 of them. Am I right on that? 2 came in this one. I want to make sure that I have that right. Yeah, it's a 2-pack. So this could be 2 gifts, $6 and $6 that you can give to 2 different people, but you definitely want to get one for yourself. And so I was mentioning first-time credit card holders, but I also think of the aging population and how they get taken advantage of so much with fraud. And if there is, a bad seed walking by and he sees an older person versus a young, full of energy, walking fast kind of a person, first person he's going to target is them. And so in my opinion, no senior should be without this. No, anybody should be without this. It's just so smart. And he came up with it because he's a cybersecurity guy, and he was at a conference where he was learning all about this, and his jaw was on the floor, understanding how bad it's gotten and how consumers are just so not prepared for this. And that's why it just keeps going up and up and up. And so he wanted to, and this was back in 2011 that he came up with the idea for it and said, I want to come up with something, which he did. And he definitely is getting noticed because, what happened here? Oh, everything is just a little funky for me today. Okay, there we go. So I wanted to show you, I mentioned to you that he was on Shark Tank, and I think I've got a picture of him if it didn't disappear. Jen, we keep having this issue. Oh no, there he is. So that is Chris presenting on Shark Tank, and he did a phenomenal job presenting on Shark Tank. That there was sort of a little battle going on. He even had Ashton Kutcher was kind of the guest shark that night, and I think it was Ashton and Mark Cuban that went out because they saw that there were 2 others that were very interested that had more to bring to the table, and that was Lori Grenier. And it was Robert, I believe it was. And so anyway, they ended up going in together. And what he got was, do I have that there? I want to say it was, I did have it written down. Oh, there it is. Okay. He wanted 200,000. That was his ask for a 12.5% equity stake. And he did have them kind of There was negotiating that went on, but in the end, as you're about to see, this is what happened.
This is what I think I could do in 1 month alone on QVC with this item. I would like to make you an offer. I'll do it. Will you?
I'm in. Done.
Yay! I love it.
Well, you got to hear it. Did you guys hear it? Because I couldn't see it, but I could hear it. But it was a very short clip, and it was, so yes, in the end, Lori and Robert went in together on a deal and that Chris got, and he did get his 200,000, but they negotiated him down to giving them 25% equity. And so I do know that I believe Chris is still, and I'm not sure if he's in the chat or not, and I couldn't see it if he was. Let me see if I do this, if it shows up. Nope, not even in the overlay. Oh no, there, I can see it in the overlay. There we go. Okay, that helps. We're gonna do it that way. So you guys get to see it too, which is kind of fun. You're not seeing anything on Instagram, just so you know. First, that is one that we can't look at the chat for some reason. Oops. Okay, there we go. Okay, so basically, just to me, when I thought about this show and I thought about how important this issue is, and because it's such an inexpensive, $6 a piece, that this is kind of that little something extra. If you're getting someone a wallet, put it in the wallet. You're giving someone a purse or a tote or a phone case, put it in there. Just kind of an easy little ad or a fun little stocking stuffer. And just so necessary. I mean, $12 or $6, if you look at it that way, for that peace of mind of knowing that you don't ever have to worry about that is so great. And there's other videos, the news stations have been doing stories on it left and right and showing. They actually, something that I saw showed, let's see, what was it? Forget what news channel it was, but they basically tested it live during the news segment where they have a device that you could put a wallet up to it without the signal vault, and bing, 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 boom, the person got everything they needed instantly. And then they quickly put that in and they put it up against that device again, live on the news. And there was no beeping. There was no nothing. It didn't work. So this is like having basically a, what do you call it? A bulletproof vest for your wallet or your phone case or your tote or your luggage, anything that you would have, important credit card data in, you want to have a signal vault. So great item. Love it. Okay, we are moving on to, where are we? Let's see. Guys, I am sorry about this. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, this is a fun one. We are switching gears from the tech stuff. This is one where I literally stalked the maker of this item. I saw it, and again, I'm somebody who creates travel products. And so I'm very conscious of all the different kind of travel issues that we deal with and always looking for good solutions for those travel issues. And this maker, whose name is Evan, and he was in Europe traveling, and he was pickpocketed there and had his passport and his credit card and his wallet basically stolen from him. And he's sitting there kind of drowning his sorrows in a pint of some kind of a European beer. And the light bulb moment came of, what if I had a pair of socks that had a zipper on it that I could put those safety things in, that it's not possible for somebody to pickpocket. Nobody's going to say, hand over your socks, right? You wouldn't think. So his mind spun, and he couldn't get it out of his mind. And so he went right home and bought a bunch of different socks and started playing with basically sewing it into the pocket. And it worked. And it worked for him personally, because that's what he wanted. And then he realized so many people were asking him about it, saying, I need that. And so he went to work and created a company. And at the time, the company was called, here it is. It was called Zip It Socks. And that he didn't love that name so well. So over time, he changed it to Zip It Gear. And they actually did well for a time. And then when the recession hit, things weren't so well. And he ultimately ended up closing down. But as inventors do, it just kept spinning in his mind. And so in 2017, he brought it back with a new vision. And part of that vision was that he wanted to make the socks really fun and bright and wanted people to be able to express their personalities through these socks. So now to this day, he has he has so many different styles and patterns and prints, and each one is more fun than the next. And I'm going to show you just some of them. He actually sent me leg mannequins. I'm going to show you before I show you the examples, let me show you the video, because the video is really, really fun and well done. So you'll get the whole idea of how they work right there. So that just gives you a sense of some of the fun prints and colors. But how great. I mean, for athletes, I love it for athletes. And I love it for us women going out with our high boots on to put socks like that and literally not have to carry a purse if you don't want to. You can pop some lipstick in there. You can pop some, you put your lipstick in there, you put your key in there if you have a car key that you're carrying around and a little cash, and you're good to go. Or maybe you have medications that you need to take. And this is an issue. My son takes medications, my mom takes medications. And when they're out and about, I'm always giving it to them in some little Ziploc or something and praying they don't lose it. And many times they do. But now to be able to put it right in that sock. My son, Colin, when he saw these, his face lit up because he is someone who does have trouble keeping track of things. And I buy him the phone case with the wallet on the back, but even that he loses. I mean, things fall out of it and all of that. And I worry that things are going to fall out of it. So when he saw these, knowing that he doesn't have to worry about that anymore, he can put, even like sometimes permission slips at school that he needs to bring. I can fold it up, roll it up, put it in there and know it's actually going to get there. And I'll always, he goes to a football game and give him $20 cash to get in and get a hot dog. And I think, is it going to make it to the hot dog stand? So I love this so much. And he basically has so many different styles. As I started to show you, here's a fun thing. He's got so many fun holiday ones. So I thought this show was just perfect for it. So here's the zipper right there. And this is not a zipper that is going to go off when you go through security. So he thought of that. And he's got a couple little things tucked in here. Actually, just the card that's in there. But it's very, the nylon pocket is very foolproof and thick. It's going to really safely hold anything. And if you're wondering the size, like what you can fit inside of here, you can definitely fit a passport inside of here. You can fit credit cards, you can fit cash, you can fit lipstick, a key, as I mentioned. So, and medications, all those things, but it's not so big that it's bulky and it's going to annoy you. So that's key. I love this holiday pair as well, right here. How great is that? Just that Argyle, kind of traditional. And then I'm going to show you some of these because I also like, so he does a lot of the fun ones, but then he also does some basics, which my son will be more about the basics. I'm giving these to my daughter, Courtney, who goes to UGA. So these are her colors. So she'll be getting those. And it's getting cold there. So she will actually be wearing those kind of socks. And then here's a pair that's just plain white crew. But the material and the craftsmanship of these socks are so high end. Like, to me, these feel like a pair of socks you are going to have for a very long time. Really nice construction. The reinforced toe is so nice. They do come in sizes, kind of the typical sizes. Let me show you some of the holiday favorites because I think that's going to interest you guys the most. And I just picked a handful of them, but there are so many. You should definitely go to the site and check them out. I love the ones with the kind of the fun sayings. Let's see, we've got "This is my ugly sweater" is that first one. I love that one. And then you've got the holly, just kind of the more conservative, the holly, and then the snowman, but I love the bah humbug. My son has a couple buddies that are Jewish, and so I'm getting them the menorah. I thought that was really fun. And then there's Santa, there's fa la 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 la, there's reindeer. It just goes on and on. So if you are remotely loving them as much as I love them, go check those out. And then I also want to show you their best sellers, just to give you a sense of that. Are you guys not seeing these images? Are you seeing that one, Jen? Did this one come up, the best sellers? Okay, this one's coming up. I don't know what's going on with my Restream. That's our platform that we're on today. But I just wanted to give you a sense. I'll even go full screen on this so you can see them a little bit better. So these are sort of their more, traditional kinds, and so obviously they sell more often, but depends how fun you want to get with a gift like this, because it is a ton of fun. And they also have sports colors if that's something, if you have kids at college or nieces or nephews, you can get some of those colors. They pretty much have anything you can dream of, and just such a, I mean, to me, it's a necessity. I can think of so many ways, but especially traveling. And when you're traveling and you want to go out day tripping or shopping or to an amusement park, just those things that you want to keep safe, right there. And maybe you even pop a signal vault in there with it. If you have a credit card in there, that would be a very good idea. In fact, they should probably come in together and do a little collab, I'm thinking. And the other thing I like about it is if you're giving it as a gift or a stocking stuff or anything like that, you can put something inside of it. Like how fun to put a little $20 bill or put a signal vault or, anything, just, a gift card, whatnot. So many options. And so the price that you're seeing there, $31.96, that is with the Grommet discount. So they're typically $39.95 right now on their site. So actually, I believe the 3-pack is typically close to $50 or maybe just over 50, but they're doing a sale that's $39.95. In fact, it might be $59.95 typically. So their sale is $39.95, and then you're getting 20% off their sale price. So you are getting 3 pairs for just over $10 a pair. And I know it's hard to tell through the screen, but these are really nice. So when you're gifting these, you're going to feel really good about gifting a really nice high-end pair of socks that has a little treat built into it, as they all do. So fun gift, but also this is one of those things, buy the 3-pack, keep one for yourself, and then gift the other 2. Or if you're giving 3-packs to multiple people, that's great too. Here's a cute little Christmas tree one. I wanted to show you that since you weren't seeing the holiday ones. And again, quality zipper, will not buzz going through security. And we're going to move on because we have lots more to go still. And let's see, is it time for a giveaway? No, we're going to do a giveaway after this product. This one I wanted to have on this show, but in my mind, there was no way it was under $25, so I could not have it on this show. But I thought I would look just in case. And when I did, I was very happy and surprised to see that it is under $25. It is, I mean, the name of the product is called Rolls to Riches. And I believe they are in the chat. They are from Utah. And this is a family-owned business. This is a game that was actually created because the family was playing it themselves, just kind of made it, with things that they have at the house, and was playing it and had so much fun. And it became such a tradition and brought the family together in such a great way. And it's really, we're using it quite a bit as a learning tool for one of my kids. And that's kind of a fun element too. But they loved it so much that they said, why don't we turn it into a real game and put it out there and see what happens? And so they did, and they are killing it. And you play it one time and you'll know why. And that's what I always use and play with everything that I present to you guys here on Grommet. So this was no exception. And I had the whole family play. We had the best time. And I want to say this product, I felt like this game was made for the McKenna family because it really is just what we love. And there's a little gambling to it. And as I said, it's called Rolls to Riches. So you do get the fun of little Vegas, and you get your own dice. Look how, I hope it's in good order. I didn't even open it this morning. Oh, we did a good job putting it away. So here's the inside of it. So you'll see that I love all the different colored dice. We always have fun fighting over who gets to have what dice. So each person's going to get a set of the dice. And then it's very simple, which I love. So many games are so complicated. It takes you forever to read all the directions, and you sit down to play, and an hour later you get started, and then you're still checking the directions. This is so simple for anyone to learn. It is for 2 to 6 players, and they say eight and up, but oh, that's wonderful. Jen just chimed in to let me know a fact that I'll let you guys know in just a second. But it is 8 and up, which I think is about right. But I love that it combines that fun of kind of Vegas style rolling the dice with the richest part is that you're striving to become a millionaire. The first person that becomes a millionaire is the one who wins. So of course my kids love that, and that's when the competition ensues. And it is just very, very simple. I'm going to show you a video because that'll be easier than me trying to play it for you right here. Oh, where do I have it? There it is. I'm hoping it shows up. You guys let me know. You seeing that? I'm going to go full screen. Okay, whoop. It took me full screen. I want this to go full screen. There we go. Let me start that over. Okay. So that is basically the board. It's just the dice. And then these are your wagers. So this is the other kind of Vegas style thing, is deciding how, what you're actually using your dice to wager. Oh, it's a little bit complicated for me to explain to you, but I just want to show you, it's simple to play. It's a tiny bit complicated for me to explain right here, but it is something that I love so much because the whole family really can play it. And we all do. My mom is the only one that hasn't yet, but we're definitely making her play it at Christmas time. And it has become just such a favorite. And the family that created it, as I mentioned, they're in Utah, and it is Jackie and Craig. Craig Layton and Jackie, but I do believe it is a family adventure. And you guys, I'm so happy you're here tonight this morning, because I have some pictures that I pulled off your website to show, but that I realized I'm not even sure if they're you guys, but I'm going to show them because I think they are. And you tell me, because I see some kids over here, and then I'm guessing that this is Jackie and Craig on the right, but let me know. And then here's the whole family getting into it right there. So it is just so much fun, you guys. I can't even tell you. And so that's why when I saw that it's under $25, it's only $23 for this. And even the box itself is so nice. That's why I thought there's no way. It's got the magnetic closure here, and the dice are just premium dice. I don't know how they do it for that price, to be honest. I really don't. So if you're someone, I always love to find family gifts to give people. Like you don't want to get necessarily a gift for everyone in the family if you're not super close with them, but it's something that they would all really enjoy, family time together. And to find something like that for under 25 is just a no-brainer. So grab the QR code, grab it for yourself to play this holiday season. I promise you're going to love it. It is going to be such fun family time that everybody looks forward to. So it's really a great game. So I was excited to get it on this show. And Jackie and Craig, thank you guys for being here. And thank you for being on Grommet and being such great supporters of Grommet. We love it. Okay, with that, we are going to do our first giveaway. So if you have not already entered, I'm going to again have Jen put the giveaway up there. All you have to do is get your phone out, take a quick pic of that, and you entered that quickly. So easy. And then because you're here live, just to remind you again, inside the chat, you want to put one word. That word is giveaway. And by doing that, you are going to double your chances of winning one of these great items that I've already showed you today. So the first one is, where's my phone? Okay. I am going to give away Rolls to Riches because I'm so in love with this game. And I just think that family time and good old-fashioned interaction, unplugging, and just being together and not needing anything that's techie is really, really nice. And I want somebody else to experience that as our family has. So we are giving away Rolls to Riches, and the first winner is in the chat. I wouldn't know that, unfortunately, but they are. And it is Julie Pillar, I think. Pillier? That's the hard part with texting, is you don't know how to pronounce names. But congratulations to Julie. You are going to love it. And when you get it, we would love for you to post about it, to tag Rolls to Riches, tag Grommet, tag me and Greg, because then we can forward it and we can really, kind of build even more momentum for this great, great game. Love a family-owned business. So well done, Jackie and Craig. Okay, we are moving on to one of my very favorite products, even though I am not a user yet of this product, but I appreciate so much what she has created. And my mom is a user of the product and does need the product desperately, as do many people in my life. So I totally get it. And I totally love gifting this. And this was another one that I wasn't sure if it was under 25 because she's done such a phenomenal job with this item that I was so happy to see that it is and that I could put it on this show because it is such an important product. The maker of this product, her name is Sarah Dillingham, and she is one of my fellow female inventors. She's in the Women Inventors Club, and she and I have spent some time together actually at some women inventor conference or at a women inventor conference. And I just adore her so much. And I know she's here inside the chat all the way from the UK. So I appreciate, Sarah, you being here. And I'm honored to be presenting your product yet again. I have it on as often as I possibly can because I'm such a fan in what you're doing. And obviously so is everybody else because Sarah cannot keep these products in stock. She's on QVC. She has been featured multiple times on Good Morning America. She is featured all over the press. What she's created is quite simple, but at the same time, incredibly valuable and beneficial to so many people who struggle with arthritis, with anything affecting their joints, whether it's carpal tunnel syndrome. So there's so many things that it could be, but she personally was really and does really struggle with rheumatoid arthritis in a big way. And so she was wanting to find a solution for herself, and she partnered up with a hand therapist. And so it was the perfect marriage of someone that was in need with someone that knows how to help that need. And they came together to build this company called Grace Enable that produces these wonderful compression gloves that I'm going to show you right here. And there are other compression gloves out there, but Sarah has done them so impeccably. And Sarah has made a decision that in doing this, if she was going to create these gloves, she wanted to make them beautiful. She wanted to make them fashion forward and stylish so that people who are in pain and struggling, the last thing they need to do is put on compression gloves that look medical or look, basically therapeutic. So she wanted it to be like, you want to have these gloves on. And so she has created I love the colors, and she's always coming out with new colors. I believe this one right here is the most popular, the best seller, which I totally get, especially this time of year, fall, winter. Love this. And then she has a new collection. The turquoise is so pretty too. There's so many good ones, and I'm going to show you even more in just a second. But she recently launched a new collection that is so smart, and it's basically the nude collection. So in addition to these vibrant, bright colors, if you're someone that would prefer to tone it down a bit and match with your skin color, there are different shades of skin color. I'm just showing you a few of them here. And each one of them is really pretty. And even if it doesn't match your skin color, it's just, I love the chocolate. I think this one's the cinnamon. That one's super pretty. So we'll go into that in just a second. But let's talk about the genius that's built into these, because what it's like when you put it on, if you don't already have them, I'm sure many of you do already have them because she's really doing so well, especially when she gets shown on GMA. Sold out like that. So I'm so happy for you, Sarah. But when you put these on, it's like you are getting this gentle hug. And if you are someone with arthritis, that gentle hug gives you such relief from joint pain, from joint swelling, from stiffness, from all of that. And I love that she has made sure that the fingers are open so that you can get that relief and go about doing those things that you enjoy doing or that you need to do. So whether it's texting or typing on the computer, or as you're seeing right there, just being able to do your nails, being able to do your crafting and your sewing, or even gardening, anything and everything. The fingers are loose to be able to do that, but where you need that comfort and that compression, you have it. And the material itself is a really nice, comfortable, cozy material, but it is a blend of, I believe it's polycotton spandex, and it is 54% cotton, it is 37% polyester, and then 9% spandex. And that is that perfect cocktail that just gets it right. And when you read the thousands of 5-star reviews and each person talking about how it changed their life, you'll understand that how much time and effort went into perfecting these, and that she did it in spades. Now, people that wake up with joint stiffness and joint pain and they're swollen and all of that, these are great for that too. And when you read reviews, you'll see that people say, I wake up and I don't feel stiff and it doesn't hurt. And it's just so great. And I wanted to bring it up because of that, but also because from a size perspective, and I'm going to show you the sizes right here. Sizes and the colors, actually. So the colors are up top here. That's the OG collection, I called it. It's the original collection. And then below, you're seeing the nude collection. And so the nude has the 5 different colors. And the nude is small, medium, and large right now. And the OG collection is the 5 different sizes that you're seeing there. So extra small, small, medium, large, and extra large. And I bring up the sizes because a lot of people aren't sure if if they fall in between. And I wanted you to see the measurements that you for the various sizes. Basically, if you're wanting to know what size you are, you're just going to wrap a tape measure around your knuckles, and that will determine what size you should be. Sarah recommends that you would typically, if you're kind of in between, you want to size down. But if you are someone that has that, nighttime difficulty and you want to wear them at night, she recommends sizing up because of the swelling that can happen. And even if you're not sleeping with them, if you're someone that does deal with the swelling, it's a good idea to size up for that as well. Now, the difference between the nude and the original is that in the nude, we mentioned the poly cotton spandex blend. The nude does not have the poly. So it is cotton. So it's more of a comfy, cozy, the cotton and the spandex. And so it's thicker and it's great for cold weather. It also increases circulation and provides a little more support. So there is, some slight differences with that. And then again, obviously the colors and the sizing. So that is that. And then to take care of them, she does recommend hand washing them, which I definitely would do because you don't want to lose any of that compression element to it. And then just air drying them. What else, Sarah? What am I forgetting? I'm sure they're just, again, as simple as they are, they're compression gloves, but every detail is just so perfect. She did such a great job with these, and it's so wonderful to see all the people that you were helping, Sarah. And every time I go back to your website, there's new information, more reviews and more reviews, and I love to read them because it just touches me to know that what you're doing is you're making a difference, a huge difference in people's lives. And I know it makes a difference in your life, so you already know that. I want to tell the story about when you invented it and how it came about. And I took the liberty of changing up the photo that you have. And I did that because it was too small and I didn't think people could see it. So I hope I did okay. You're going to laugh. So there it is. Do you like the ballroom in the back? So this was at her wedding. And Sarah does have that terrible rheumatoid arthritis, and she and her husband-to-be had been practicing this wonderful first dance for their wedding. And he was wanting to twirl her around, and she was so she was worried that, let me go this way, there we go. She was worried that it was going to be too painful for her and too difficult. And so she said, I need to be able to put a glove on so that I don't have to worry about that. But all the gloves are so utilitarian looking that who wants to wear that at their wedding? So she made a glove and she embellished it with pearls and, all kinds of little things to bling it up. And look how cute it is. It's like you wouldn't even know that was to help her with pain. It just looks like it's a fashion statement. And so, of course, as she's posting the pictures and showing her friends and family the wedding photos, so many people started to say, where'd you get that? I need that. And then sharing it with friends, and they needed that. And that was just the light bulb moment of, I need to create this. I need to create something fashionable that will help people, that they don't have to be embarrassed to wear, that they can get excited to wear. And so that's what Sarah has done better than anybody else out there. And she's such a wonderful human being and so authentic and real. And so when you meet her, when you hear her tell her story, you just, where do I buy 100 of these is what ends up happening. So Sarah, thank you for being here. And look at the price, you guys, with the Grommet discount, $16 for a pair of gloves that can help someone so incredibly and do it in such a fun and fashionable way. So if there's anybody in your life that has arthritis on any level, or again, it doesn't have to be just arthritis. There's so many different issues that affect our hands. So whatever that is, get a pair for them. They will be so grateful. Okay, I'm getting the chat up and then it disappears. The nude range is 88% cotton, 12% spandex. So they are, and now I'm having trouble. It's cut off, so I can't see the whole thing. Fantastic. Love it. I'll show that to my husband. Oh, you're talking about my picture. Okay, good. I was worried you might get upset about it, but it was so small in that little circle. I had to make it bigger. And you are very welcome, Sarah, for sharing your story. I love doing it. And I want to scream about it from the rooftops as often as I possibly can. So thank you for creating it. And thank you for being who you are and being a part of my life too. Okay, guys, we still have more products to go, more fun products. So let me see. Jen is keeping me up to speed on what product is next. Oh, speaking of fun products, this is a fun product, especially for you golfers out there. And if you are someone that has a golfer in your life, I'm just about to make your last minute shopping really easy. And I'm about to make you a gifting hero, because this is a product that I believe, now I don't golf other than miniature golf. I don't know if they let you mark your balls in miniature golf, but I will certainly try now that I know about this product. But right away, when I saw it on Grommet, I loved it. I loved that it lets golfers who tend to be so stuffy and, their collared shirts and they have to wear certain things on the golf course and all of that it gives them a way to express themselves on the golf course, and at the same time gives them a way to protect those golf balls that are getting more and more expensive, that people are stealing more and more, and that maybe you lose and you get in an argument about whose ball it is. Well, this product, which is called Tin Cup, was created by two gentlemen who are inside the chat. I'm so glad you guys are here. Thank you for being here. And it is so simple, so clever, and so well executed. I never know when I see it on Grommet, when it shows up, is it going to be what I think it's going to be? And I have to tell you, Grommet does a really good job, because I don't even know if there's one time that a product that showed up I didn't, and I would not feature it if I didn't feel it was good. That's the truth. And so this is one of those that to me, it is even better in person. And so they sent me a set of their Tin Cup. And basically what Tin Cup is it is just almost like a metal stencil, if you will, that just goes around your golf ball like this. I'm doing the happy face, but I'm going to show you all kinds of fun ones that they have. And it allows you to put your mark on your ball, like you're seeing the one there with the American flag, which I bet that's got to be one of the top sellers. And it's that easy. So it comes with this cover right here. And this is I love that it's made in the USA. They're all, they have full control over everything, which you can tell because they're so well made. And it comes inside this cute little tin cup pouch, little drawstring. And then you're going to get your choice of these. I have to tell you, this one has to probably be my favorite of them all. Let me put it around a ball so you can see it better. I love that because I know how that golf ball thing goes that you guys, my lighting is making it difficult. But basically it says not yours. And so what you're doing is you're putting this on just like that. And then they sent me some of their Tin Cup pins. So it does come with a pen. You choose your color. I've got the green here. I've got the blue. I've got the red. So you've got all the choices. And you I love this one too. You guys sent me some good ones. The martini glass. That one's super fun. But let me show you their best sellers. I found on their website that they had their top 10 best sellers. And so I was just so curious. I always want to know what the best sellers are. I don't know what that is about me, but I do. So here they are. Incognito. Oh, the American flag is on there. That's Sasquatch, I believe. We've got the Shamrock. We've got the Dude, a mug of beer, or 19th hole it's called. And then, of course, the Alpha Players Cup. Then we've got now it's going fast, the Tour line. And then there's the Not Yours. So I've got to go back to that Not Yours because it's my fave. Let's see. There it is. So again, you can put any color you want on there. When you go to buy it, when you hit the QR code, it's going to take you to their site, and then you get to choose which one of these you want. And look how many. I mean, I didn't even count. You guys maybe in the chat could let me know how many you have, but let me just show you. I just went, kind of scrolled through them to show you guys. I mean, I couldn't go slow because there's so many, but I'm sure one of these is going to catch your eye. I saw the Jimmy shoes, which is the fancy, stylish shoes that all us women would love to own a pair of. So, I mean, so many. You could just go on and on and on. And they've got the college, college little mascot kind of things, and then you're going to choose your pen color. So again, you're getting the pouch, you're getting your pen color, and you're getting one of these guys. And the stencil is so precise, and that's why I love that you guys have maintained control of your manufacturing, because I know how that can go awry. But that when you put it on there, and I'm going to do one right now for you guys. I'm doing my martini shaker. I got the pen off. Hopefully the pen's working because I didn't try it beforehand. Oh, look at that. And it's a very fine tooth pen, so you're really going to get precision with that. And does not take long at all. I was thinking how fun if you do have kids and you're a golfer, and kids can get mad when mom and dad are away golfing and they don't as much time with you. I think this is kind of a fun way to bring them into the golf game, where you can be at home having your coffee or having your 19th hole before your first hole, and they can be marking your balls for you. Okay, so I just finished my martini, and we're going to do the unveiling. Look at that. How cute is that? I love it. I don't know if you can see how precise it is, but it looks like I had it professionally marked on there. And that's how it is with every one of them. I mean, when you go to their website, look at, I love this picture right here too. Oh, I'm going to switch that over. I'll do that. There we go. Just showing all the different in one shot. And I'm sure there's many, many more than those, but I'm going to go full screen so you can get a picture of some of them. So many of them. The shark, I love that. There's a horseshoe, a butterfly. There's my black lab. There is a moose or a deer. I'm not sure which. We've got the breast cancer awareness. We've got a crab. Oh, what else? A jet. Oh my gosh, there's my Sun Devils. I am a Sun Devil, and I see that. And we are in the championship, guys. This is exciting for us. And if we have a little card player there, I mean, how fun are these? All of them. A whale. Oh gosh. Fun, fun, fun. There we go. Okay, so what price? Again, another one that is just so perfect. Just over $15 for this whole set. And what fun for the golfer in your life to open that on Christmas and put it in a cute little box or something, or if it's a stocking stuffer. So many of these items I was torn. Do we put it in a stocking stuffer or on the under 25? So you can go either way with it. But I mean, to me, all the golfers in your life, grab the QR code, because you'll get to use that 20% across all of them if you buy them at the same time. So I just think it is a home run. I know that's not the right term to use with golf. What do we use? It is a hole in one, you guys. I love it. And I know you're having so much success with it, and you're probably having so much fun creating them, coming up. I'm sure you come up with new ones constantly. And I just love it. Super, super fun. So thank you for being here live inside the chat with us. And I'm sure you're very busy during this holiday season, so I appreciate you taking out the time to be here. I really do. Okay, moving on to the next product. Let me see. I think I know what it is, but I don't want to mess it up. Jen's been chatting with me a lot. I'm having to go up to the top. Okay, there we go. Okay, we've got 2 products left, and then we're going to do another giveaway. So I am going to have Jen put the QR code up one more time as I get this next product out, which is right here and is one of my all-time favorites. I feature this as often as I possibly can. And those of you who are diehard Grommet Live watchers, you know that. You probably could even guess which one it is, especially given that it is under $25. And some might think that this is a product that is for for women, just for women. It's more like a beauty product. But I'm here to tell you that it is not just for women at all. It is for men, women, young, old, which is why I insisted on having it on this show, because I do think we are all scrambling for our last minute gifts right now. And this is one that is just going to let you check so many people off your list that you want to just get a little something for, a little something pampering, a little something that is very affordable, and something that they'll use forever because it never runs out, if you will. Never, what do you call it? Wears out is probably the term I'm wanting to use. This is by a company called Gildan Tree, and it is another women-owned, and this is not a women-owned show, so it's just coincidentally that we do have quite a few women founders, female founders. This one was founded by a wonderful woman named Anne, and her husband ended up being a part of her business as well. Anne was living actually in Pakistan back in, I believe it was 1990, and she discovered something that was a game changer for her while she was there. She says that she has some really tough Nebraska-born feet, and she found a pumice stone of sorts that worked wonders on her feet. And she couldn't stop thinking about it because she had tried so many of the other ones that are out there, just the typical pumice stones or the callus removers, or even I have tried several of the electric ones, and none of them are great. And there's something wrong with all of them. And she discovered this that was being made by artisans in Pakistan, by female artisans. And it was just a hand molded terracotta pumice stone, but it's terracotta. And so when I said it never wears out, this is kiln fired and then it's dried in the sun. And so it is ultra durable. And this is not mine. I would not make you see my real one, but this is a sample one that I have here. And I can tell you, I've been using mine at least a year. It's never going to wear out. It looks, if I had cleaned it, it looks just like the day I got it. And so that's how it's going to be. Now, can it break? It could break if you dropped it. I don't foresee you dropping it, but if you did, it could, because it is clay, terracotta clay. But the wonder of this to me is that it is double-sided and very thoughtfully double-sided. Each one, it's also what I love about it, it's sort of like an ergonomically designed. It's very, very comfortable to hold. It's a really nice grip. And so when you're doing it, it's quite comfortable. And so it's dual-sided for a reason. On this side, this would be more like the scrub side. This is sort of the pumice side. And I'm going to go up closer so you can see the texture on that. And so when you're in the shower, you bring this with you. I keep mine in the shower, just leaned up against the wall. And you're going to put just a little bit of liquid soap on here and then just go to town. And if you have, I don't anymore, but I did. I didn't realize how bad my feet were. But I did have sort of the cracked heels and I had a lot of dead skin. And I just committed to doing this for a week. And I was just really blown away that after a week, I felt like my feet were like a baby's feet. I really did. And so that inspired me to just keep it up. So you're starting with this side of it, and then you're going to turn it over once you're done doing your scrubbing to this side. And this is sort of the buffing, the polishing side. So that's kind of the finishing touch on it. Now, if you have really bad feet, in the beginning, they're not going to be baby soft overnight. It's going to take, working up to it and then just keeping it up. If you're not sure if you need it or how bad you need it, I love the fact that on their website, they actually have a foot quiz that you can take. And I'm going to have Jen put inside the chat the link so you can go to her website, because in addition to the foot quiz, so it's kind of fun. Greg and I both did it to see how bad our feet were and how bad we needed it. And then it makes recommendations based on that, because they do also sell some really nice foot creams there's one that I put on after when I get out, and it just feels so good. But there's foot masks and there's bath soaps and different things like that. They're all wonderful, all natural ingredients. And she has perfected the foot. And so she knows what she's talking about when it comes to the foot. So that's where you want to go. So take the quiz, find out how good or bad your feet are to be inspired. Or if you're gifting this to someone, put a little something. Oh, in fact, I think I think on the instructions that come with it, there is a QR code to go to their site. So encourage them to do the foot quiz too, because that's kind of fun. And then there's also some fun home spa recipes that she has on the site for like masks and things that you can do for your feet. But she does go beyond the feet, and she does some wonderful towels and all kinds of cool stuff. So definitely take some time to go to her site. I cannot recommend that enough. Right now, she has some gift sets. So while this to me by itself, it comes in this great packaging with the instructions, this is a wonderful gift, especially if you're, I would say, when you go to a girlfriend luncheon or something like that and you want to get just a little something for under $10 to get something like this that is going to last forever, that's going to give you those baby soft, wonderful feet to touch and to look at. I just think you can't go wrong. And again, I'm saying girlfriends, but guys need it probably worse than we need it. So I love it just that by itself. But if you wanted some gifting ideas, I pulled a couple of them. I think I've got them here. Although I'm not, Jen, if you can pull it, I'm not able to scroll for some reason to get to my pictures. Or did they disappear? We are just having all kinds of weird stuff happening. I'm guessing there's lots of live shopping events going on or something. She can't see them, so she's going to reload them. But there was a couple sets that come with the pumice stone, and then whether it is the cream that one of them is the cream that I use on my feet after, and I forget what the other one was that I pulled. One is a callus removing mask, I think it was. So if you wanted to, go a little bigger than just that, there's a lot of cool options there. So I'm just, as you can tell, I'm just such a fan of Gildan, what they've created, and just this terracotta pumice stone foot scrubber. I'm the hugest fan, and I look for every opportunity to gift it, and there's a lot of them. So I'm someone with a 20% discount. It's kind of nice because I'll buy like 10 or 12 of them, because I know that there's people just throughout the year that I just want to, you're going to a birthday gift or a birthday event or a girls trip, and we like to give each other little fun gifts for the trip, especially if you're going on like a spa weekend or something like that. That could be fun. So anyway, Anne and her husband Kumi, thank you for doing what you do. Oh, I almost forgot to mention two big things about them. Is first of all, Oprah is a big fan. She featured this on her list, and we all know what that can do for a company. But also in 2005, I think it was. Now remember, they launched in 35 years ago in 1990. 2005, Time Magazine did an article on them that was really, I think the article was called Sisters in Trade, and it was featuring companies that are giving back and working with female artisans around the world. And Anne and Kumi are definitely those people. And so much so that those artisans still to this day are the ones who are creating each and every one of these. And because they've done so well, they've wanted to give back even more to those artisans. And so they've even funded the educations of many, if not all, of their children, which that just touched me so much. And so that article would be, granted it was in 2005, but I'm sure you could type in Sisters in Trade and read that article, or it may even be on her website. So that would be worth taking a look at if you're interested. And that to me just, that goes to the point of, I love grommet gifts. I love gifts in general, where there's a story behind it, that when you gift it, you can tell a story like that. And this is absolutely one of those. Okay, we are moving on, last but not least, to a product that Greg and I both fell in love with. We featured it not too long ago, actually, I think a month ago or so, but knowing that Christmas is coming and trying to think of those unconventional kinds of gifts that you can give. I have so many products on my desk, I need to get to them. This one came to mind as one that we would be so excited to feature again. And partially because I started thinking more after the show, which I often do, about, I wish I would have thought to give that gifting idea or something. And so I had a couple thoughts about it that I'm going to share with you this time that I didn't share with you last time. And what this product is it is called Flutter Flyers. And it is basically butterflies that you're seeing right here. Before I even show you any more of this, I'm going to show you a video that is going to give you the idea of it much better than I will. And maybe You have already seen this. Maybe you've already received these, or maybe you've already gifted them because they're wildly popular. And when you see them, you'll know why, because it really does add such a special festive flair to any gift or any occasion that you would be giving them for. So let's look at the video. I'm going to do just kind of a quick preview video. I've got a couple different ones to show you, but I'll show you how to use it in a second. But see how she just opened that book up and out these butterflies flew. And there is someone else on their birthday opened just a gift box and out they came. And I just think it sets the tone in such a fun way it just kind of takes any gift to the next. And you can just gift these, and that's amazing. But a lot of people will put them inside of a greeting card. And so maybe it's just a Christmas card, or maybe you have a gift card in there, or something, maybe it's more than just the card, but it doesn't have to be. And so basically all you have to do, and there is a how-to video on it, but I mentioned Christmas card. I don't want to forget the other ideas that I was thinking about, and that is just even an empty box that they open and have no idea what it is. This was my important idea that I wanted to share, and that is that one of the things I love about Flutter Flyers and the company itself is that they do what they do because they want to support. I mean, their big kind of pay it forward is they want to support the Monarch Butterfly Fund that is trying to, evidently there's elements that are in danger, and the Butterfly Fund is devoted to saving the monarch butterfly. And so with each one of your purchase, they are making a donation toward the Monarch Butterfly Fund. So I love that. So again, that's the story behind it. But my dad gifted something like this to me not long ago. There was a Save the Seals organization in Laguna Beach, which is where he lives. And so he gifted to our family saving the seal, a donation to Save the Seals, where we actually got to go down to the beach and release one of the seals that they had saved into the ocean and watch him swim out to his home again. Oh, makes me teary-eyed. But it was, my kids at the time were so little, and they're used to, at that age, getting these big toys and things like that. But instead, they got the gift of that, and to understand that they, through their gift, is helping the greater good. I thought that was just, and I wasn't sure how it would be received by them at that young age. Today, I know they would be all about it. But they were all about it then too. And so I think of this gift and these Flutter Flyers and putting them inside of a card, or maybe it's a book about butterflies, and in there is the story of the Monarch Butterfly Fund. And if you wanted to take it a step further and you wanted to actually make a donation to the fund on top of the percentage that goes with your purchase, how wonderful would that be? And what an educational experience of a gift that could be for somebody. And so we do have, and maybe Jen has already put it inside the chat, but we do have the link to the Butterfly Fund in case you wanted to learn about it and check that out. And I see that she put the quiz link, the foot quiz link in there as well. So hopefully some of you guys took advantage of that. But so going back to the ideas, so you could do something like that. Maybe you're giving someone a photo album with some fun photos of you for Christmas or whatever holiday it is. And it could be inside of the photo album. And so when they open that up, ooh. So many, sky is the limit with creativity for how to gift this. But I love the fact, again, that this is under $18 and you're getting 5 of them. And each one is so vibrant in color. You're seeing the purple here. Here's what you're actually getting with it. There's the 5 right there. And they are all the same size. So they're a nice big size. And they are designed to precisely follow the exact movement of a true monarch butterfly when they fly. That's why they're so realistic when they come out, because that's how they were engineered and designed, was to mimic that. And so that they did. I'm going to show you one more video of them in action. Kind of slowed it down a little just to, how fun is that? They fly up to 20 feet, and they're typically going for about 3 seconds around the room. It's kind of hard for me to show here because the camera is so close to me, so you might not get the full effect, but I do want to show you how to do it because that is important. So let me bring you back here. So all you have to do is to wind them up. You're basically, well, I think I'm doing the right way here. you're just doing this and you're turning it, and you can see there's a rubber band, and I'm turning it about 35 times. And at first I didn't turn it enough, I realized, because I got nervous that it might snap, but it is truly like about 35 times. And you want to do it till it gets nice and secure. You're feeling like it's starting to get difficult to turn. That's when you know you're there. You want it to kind of go twice around itself. And then once it's like that, as you're seeing, then I can put it inside a book or a card. I've got my book right here. So let's say I'm gifting. This is one of my favorite books to gift, Make Your Bed. So I'm putting it in there just like that. And then, so it's right inside there, kind of snug. And I'm going to open it up like I'm opening it as a gift. Oh, shoot. There it went. I had my hand stuck on it. But you saw how it flies away. So, and that was just one. So you can put 5, you could put 8, you could put 10. You could, if you really wanted to go to town and make a big splash, put a bunch of them in whatever it is that you're gifting, and all the colors. And gosh, do they look like real butterflies when they fly away? And it's clearly because of the way that they've engineered them. But it is, I love the name. Flutterflyers is just so clever. And I love the colors. I love the story behind it. I love the fact that there is a purpose, a meaning behind all of the sales and all the things that they do. So I was so glad to be able to feature them again right before the holidays, because I'm sure there are many of you who are looking for something just a little fun and festive and outside the box, different. And this, I think you guys would agree that that's definitely one of those. Well, we have shown a lot of products today, and I know we've gone over our time, so thank you guys for being patient and staying with us. We do have that one more giveaway, and so I am not going to sell you short on that. And sometimes we do trivia where I ask a question based on something we've talked about. We're not going to do that because we are short on time. I know that. So we are doing our second giveaway right now, and I am going to give away, actually, I'm going to give away the Flutterflyers, because I do think it's really special and there is a real wonderful cause behind it. And I think someone will really enjoy gifting it and getting it. So I'm very happy to be giving that away. And the winner is Kim Halbeck. Congratulations, Kim. You are going to be getting a set of 5 Flutterflyers. So our producer, Jen, will reach out to you, get your shipping address, and get those out to you right away. In case you're wanting to gift them for the holidays, we got to get that done. And I want to thank all of the makers for being here inside the chat. And I want to apologize that I couldn't chat with you inside the chat, but Jen was letting me know all the good stuff. So I appreciate so much that you guys were there, and hopefully you and everybody on were able to chit chat back and forth. And these products are phenomenal. Was so excited to present all of them. I hope they gave you some great last minute gifting ideas on a shoestring budget under $25. And as you saw, most of them were like right around $10. So how amazing is that? And then I want to say next week's show, because we have to me, this is kind of the perfect culmination, because the show that we're having on Tuesday night, our regular time, it is 6 o'clock on the West Coast, 9 o'clock on the East Coast. This is going to be a fun one. This is kind of a juicy one, because this is the gifts that you give to someone that has it all. Then to me, those are always the hardest. I mean, what do you get people like that? So I have scoured the site, and I have found those very clever gifts that no matter how much they have, they will love receiving this. And it doesn't necessarily have to have a big price tag on it at all, but it's just these are all very clever, unique gift ideas that you're going to want to see. So hope you can join us for that on Tuesday night. Then on Thursday, wait, is it Thursday, Jen? Oh gosh, now I'm blanking. You have to tell me in the chat. I know we have, okay. So the next Saturday, this one I've been waiting for. I think you guys know why when you hear what it is. Grommet has a lot of amazing beauty products, and it's growing and growing, and not just products, but tools, and not just tools, but supplements and fitness and all these things. And I know that we're kind of splurging a little bit during the holidays. And I know that thinking of New Year's Eve and all these New Year's resolutions that we're all going to have, I wanted to do a show, because it's kind of after the gifting, getting things in time for Christmas. Wanted to do a show that was about us, and that was about glowing up for the new year. So it is called Glow Up for the New Year. And I have picked my favorite beauty tools, beauty products, supplements, things like that, and putting them all into that show. So that is time for us. And so I hope that you join us on Saturday morning. I hope you have a little mimosa and a little croissant or something fun with me, 9 o'clock. And if you're on the East Coast, that's 12 o'clock. And we are just, I might come in my PJs and my face mask on. I don't know, but we're going to have a little fun and pampering for us. So I hope you can join me for that as well. And so next time I will see you will be next Tuesday night at 6 o'clock on the West Coast, 9 o'clock on the East Coast. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, everybody.